Okay, so one of the things I started to do which really helped me, really brought a lot of relief, is whenever I was out, say I was out at a restaurant or I'd gone for a coffee or wherever I was, or if I'm at work, I'd decide beforehand on my strategy. Now, there's a difference between reacting compulsively and responding consciously. I'm not talking about planning a strategy that you would do on the spot, where you're on the spot and you're thinking, should I go now? No, I'll wait. I'll lean up here for a bit. I'll go in a few seconds. No, I won't. I'll wait till he's gone. I'm not talking about that kind of planning. I'm talking about consciously deciding on what you're going to do as a response to your paruresis, not a reaction to it. So what I did was I decided that I would visit the bathroom before I leave. So if I'm there at the restaurant having my meal, I know beforehand that I'm already committed to going to the toilets before I leave. Now, it got rid of this dilemma, because a lot of the times I'd have this dilemma, should I go? Say we're about to wrap up and we're about to leave the occasion. I'd think, what's my urgency level? Do I need to go? No, I don't want to face failure. I'll leave it till later. And a lot of the times I didn't even go to the toilet. I'd leave the restaurant and I'd think, I really wish I'd have gone, because I'd discover then that the urgency was quite high. So I decided beforehand, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom, whatever. And I started to do that. And sometimes I'd go to the toilets, I'd get myself out of my boxers and I'd just see what happens. I'd get into a cubicle, I'd just see what happens. Sometimes there would be urgency there and I really did need to pee and I would end up going. Sometimes there wasn't an urgency there and I wouldn't pee. Now, bear in mind, my goal isn't to pee. My goal is to just break the avoidance pattern and just to actually get myself in a cubicle. Because, you see, a lot of the times we'd be about ready to leave and I would actually need to go. And I knew deep down that I needed to go, but I wouldn't be honest with myself. I'd deny to my own self the fact that I would actually quite like to go to the toilet. I'd say things like, no, maybe my urgency's not really that high. I'll be okay. I'll hold on to it. This is the kind of things that I would do, and this eliminated that. And it brought more of a comfort around just going to the toilets. I don't know if I'm going to pee. I might pee, I might not. That's not my goal. I'm just going to the toilets. Now, what I'd also do is sometimes I would actually go upon arriving. Upon arriving at the destination, I'd go to the toilets, you know, especially if it's somewhere new and I don't know what the layout is like. I'd go there. It would allow me to familiarize myself with the layout so that if at any point I actually did need to go, the layout wouldn't be a shock to me. I know what to expect beforehand. Again, it's increasing my chances of being able to be at ease, or as at ease as is possible. So preferably go upon arriving and leaving. And if anyone asked me, you know, you're going to the toilets a lot, which I've never been asked, I'd just say, I've got a bit of a weak bladder today. You know, and all you're going to get is people are going to be like, you know, I've never had someone say, what's going on? Mike's going to the toilets a lot. It's not headline news. You know, you're not going to have one of your friends say to another friend, have you heard the news? Mike's got a weak bladder. You know, I remember that I had this thing about approaching girls and talking to them. I'd feel shame around it, as though there's something wrong with being attracted to girls, as though one of my friends is going to walk up to another friend and go, have you heard the news? Mike likes girls. And as though they're going to have a little chuckle about that. Mike likes girls. And you know, paruresis is kind of like being in a prison where you think you're imprisoned, but you're actually holding the key. And you think that if you go beyond this point, all chaos is going to break loose. And then what happens a lot of the times is you go beyond that point and it's like you go back and then you realise it's okay, and it's like, what? I had this tight grip and it's like I let go of it and nothing happens. It's kind of like that. At first, you know, you take that step and at first it's going to be, oh, you want to go back. And you just keep doing that and eventually you'll be like, huh? What was that all about? That's what it's like. So it's small steps first. As I've been saying, you don't have to go into the lion's den. Just keep taking steps consistently to get exposure. This has really helped me. Like I said, it's got rid of that whole dilemma of, am I going to go to the toilets or not? No. I just decide beforehand, I'm getting ready to go out for the meal or whatever it is, the social situation. I know, right, when I get there, I'm going to the toilets. I'm going to get myself into a cubicle, mess about with my smartphone for 3 minutes. Or I may even get myself out of my boxes and point it there and see what happens, okay? I'm committed to being in here. Let's just see what happens. Might pee, might not pee. And it gets rid of that pressure because I'm not going there to pee. It's not my intent. So that pressure somewhat diminishes. Hope you got something from that. Catch you in the next video.